Welcome everybody, welcome back to Homestead Heart. It is a beautiful but cool morning outside. Yes it is. But today we are going to be talking about these extracts. I'm excited to share with you. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all, it is the fall. Finally, this is my favorite, one of my favorite times of the year. I love the spring and I love the fall. I love the spring because that's when everything is coming to life. Everything that looks dead is not dead, but it is alive and well. And you see the signs of that in the spring. And then in the fall, you coming out of those scorching summer months and you are glad for the relief of cooler mornings and cooler nights. Not to mention how beautiful the leaves and the trees look as they start to turn those beautiful fall colors, right? So spring and fall, my favorite times of the year. It is cool outside, cool inside. I got my coffee. I got on my fuzzy wuzzy socks. And I feel nice and comfortable. Yes, I do. So, but anyway, y'all not here to hear me talk about the seasons. It's good stuff right here. We're going to talk about these extracts. Yes, we are. As many of you remember, back in January of this year, January 11th, 2021, I did some extracts, right? Now, when I did the extracts, you all, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link either in the cards to that video, or I will leave it at the end of the video so that you can go back and look at that video and see how I did all of these extracts, okay? Now, one thing I will say is that I did see a lot of the concerns from many of you that the extracts might not taste as good because I used the vegetable glycerin instead of the alcohol, like a bourbon or gosh, what was that other, I don't know what other alcohol it was, but whatever the alcohols that people use to make extracts with. I didn't use that. And so I know that some of you were concerned that it probably wouldn't have that full flavor. It probably wouldn't taste as good. It probably would take twice, if not 3 times as long for the extracts to be ready to use and whatnot. And I've heard all of that and I understand, but you all, these recipes are for people like me who don't want to use alcohol, right? And so I didn't want to use it. And the vegetable glycerin is an alternative for people like myself, okay? So you all, let's get started. This is September, I don't know what day, what the date is, but y'all, 8 months, we are over 8 months in, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, 8 months. We're over 8 months in from the date that I actually made these extracts. So what we are going to do, we're going to open them up one by one. We're going to have a look and we're going to have a taste. Okay? We're going to start with our orange extract. Now, as you can see, remember the process for this was to shake it every day or at least several times a week. I did not do that. Initially, I started off shaking it every 2 or 3 days, right? But when things happen from day to day, you just forget. And I did forget. But it didn't affect anything, right? When I remembered, I went in there and I gave it a really good shake. So, this is my orange extract right here. Isn't that beautiful? My label coming all off. I'm going to have to put new labels on today. But this is that beautiful, beautiful orange extract. Yeah. And I would just come in when I thought about it and gave them a shake. But what we're going to do now is give them a taste. Oh yeah. Now, I got 2 spoons here. I'm going to just take a little out of this one. And the color is beautiful. I don't know if y'all can see that color, but that is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to put a little drop or so on here. I don't want a lot. This is the orange extract right here. Wow. Man, that is awesome. That is absolutely delicious, okay? And I had even had some more orange peels prepared to put in there. You know, I'm going to take more of that white flesh out, the pith out. And I'm just actually going to put more orange peels in to finish off the full year, because I actually wasn't going to use these until January of next year. But no, these are ready right now, you all. And let me show you the peels. Woo. Look at how the peels have just been, just look at there. Almost to the point where they are translucent. Yeah. Now that was good. That was really, really good. All right. Now, I'm going to move on now. Man. To the lemon. That's orange. That's awesome. No disappointment. No disappointment at all. I'm going to show it to you. Look at that. And I don't even have a lot of lemon peels in here. But that is absolutely fantastic. And I probably am, because I do have some lemons here that I think I'm going to peel a few. And I'm going to add the peels to these just to give it an even more stronger flavor, because this is September, right? We still got 4 months to go. So I can infuse it even more by adding just a few more lemon peels. Yes, I can. This one, look at that. This is the coffee extract that I did for Mr. H. Because when I make chocolate cakes or brownies even, adding coffee extract deepens that chocolatey flavor that he loves so much. So I made this extract for the things that I bake for him, or even chocolate ice cream even. This is awesome for those things. And I don't really want to taste this. Just, just to tell you the truth, I really don't want to taste this. Oh. I know it just may taste like coffee, but the thought that it could taste like chocolate in the slightest little way is like, ugh. Okay, I'm gonna do it. That's enough. That's too much already. That's too much. Okay. So, I was right. I feel like I need to go rinse my mouth out now. Although it does have that coffee flavor, it has, in my opinion, a chocolate aftertaste. Oh. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Had to wipe off my spoons and everything. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and try the almond extract. Actually, I'm gonna turn this upside down, because you see how the almonds they just all rise to the top, right? So, yeah, and you can see what the almonds look like in the jar. Okay, let's go ahead and taste this almond extract. Just a drop. Well, that tastes good, but I think it would have tasted better if I would have used almond slivers. I think the flavor would have been stronger. The almond flavor is coming through, but I think it would have been probably stronger if I would have got the slivers, because that's what I originally was going to use, but I ended up getting the whole almonds, and I just said, well, I'm going to use them anyway. So it still tastes good, okay? But for future reference, I would say if you're going to use almonds, either get the slivers or crack these open yourselves or whatever to release more of that almond flavor. But it does taste pretty good. I'm not disappointed in this at all, okay? All right, and last but not least is my most used extract in this house. And that is going to be my vanilla extract, okay? Y'all see that? Look at that. Now, y'all, I don't know if you remember how many packs of vanilla bean I put in here, but it wasn't a lot, okay? I think I ended up putting 2 packs. I'm not really sure. This is what they look like right here. These are the grade A Madagascar vanilla bean, okay? And these are the ones that I chose to use. Some people choose the grade B, and they say they get just as good results as people do from the grade A. So the choice is yours for whichever one you want to use, right? But I just decided to go with the grade A vanilla bean. They are a little more expensive than the grade B. So, but this is what I've decided to use. And I absolutely am not disappointed. I've already tasted this. Yes, I have. But I'm going to do it again. I tasted this last month. And it is delicious. Yes, it is. Y'all see the color, right? Okay. Grab a little. I let Mr. H taste this. And he almost lost it. That is good. I ain't got to do nothing to this. I could use this. Well, actually, I have used it. I have been using it, right? This is ready to go. But I'm going to leave this. Now, one thing I will say that some of you said in the comments of the initial video that I did, that it was going to take longer than 90 days for this extract to be ready. Number one, because I didn't use the alcohol, I used the glycerin, and the glycerin takes longer. Okay, so yes, it did take longer than 3 months. I tried it after 3 months and the flavor wasn't there. Okay, but once we got to 6 months, it started tasting really good at 6 months. And so at 6 months, if you like that flavor, perfect. But if you really wanted to get to be more intensified, then I would say, if you don't need it, leave it. Let it continue to steep on the shelf and make sure it's a cool, dark place. None of these were in a lighted area, okay? These were in a cool, dry, dark place, okay? So this extract right here, y'all, okay, my two favorites out of all of these are the vanilla and the lemon, because these are the ones that I use the most, okay? So these are my two absolute favorites, and they taste absolutely phenomenal. The orange extract is good. The almond extract is good as well. But like I said, I would either crack those babies open or use slivers to get that full flavor from that almond, okay? But otherwise, this right here, I need to put this back on the shelf and let this sit until January. And by January, this is going to be 100% ready to go. And the flavor is going to be absolutely amazing by then. It needs those 4 more months, I can tell. Okay? So now, that's it for these extracts. These are my favorites. I do have my labels here, but because of the shaking and sometimes the glycerin gets on your hands and whatnot, it tends to damage the label on the front. So I'm just going to put new labels on all of these jars, okay? Now, I'm going to say this about these little labels. These labels are okay. All right? These are little ball labels. They okay, but they're not the best. I don't prefer these at all. I really don't. I think I want a better quality label than this. I do. Because any drop of water, anything gets on them, look, the print starts to disappear. All of that, I don't like them. So I probably won't be ever buying them again. I'm probably going to be trying to find a better quality label for my jars. But other than that, you all, once I take these extracts out of this container, because I'm going to start it over again. I'm going to start it over again for a full year. Yes, I am. I'm going to start it over again. I got enough extract. The vanilla, like I said, I use it often. Vanilla and lemon are my favorites, right? But if I wanted to share some, I got plenty to share with family members that like to bake as well, right? But for the most part, you all, I'm going to be taking this. I am going to be straining it because I'm going to leave the vanilla, all of this in this jar. I may add the other pack of vanilla to this, but I'm going to start this process over again and let them sit for a full year. And you can use little bottles like this to jar it up. These are some cute little bottles you can use to jar it up. Or if you're going to keep it in a dark place, like in a cabinet or a cupboard or something like that, but just out of the light if you're going to use a clear bottle. Otherwise, if you're going to have it sitting to where it gets a lot of light, then you may want to consider using those amber colored jars, okay? Because that will also help add some added protection to your extracts as well, okay? So I think that's going to do it. I am very, very, very well pleased with all of the extracts that we have done. If there's an extract that you could think of that you might like to see me try on the homestead, please let me know. I know there are so many, like raspberry extract, there's a lime extract. There are so many strawberry extract. There's a lot of them. Now, that raspberry extract sounds good. Yeah, and so does that strawberry. And if I do make an extract that's raspberry, strawberry, I won't put it in jars this size, okay? I actually wanted to do large quantities of this because I did not want to have to worry about running out and having to go to the store and spend $10, $15 on a bottle of pure vanilla extract, because that stuff is getting expensive. It is through the roof now, okay? So this way I don't have to do that. And if I continue to make it on a yearly basis, I never will have to do that, okay? So that is going to do it. I just wanted to share these extracts with you all and give you my end result, what I thought about it. So for all of you who did the extracts and you followed the method that I use with the vegetable glycerin, I'm here to tell you, you will not be disappointed with your end result. Okay? All right. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for this video. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and give our video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we upload to our channel. Thank you all so much again for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. I'm going to see you in the next video.